sitting straight. Head, neck, backbone straight. Sahaja Sukha Asanam. We must find out at least one position which is very easy for us, relaxed, but at the same time we are alert. This is a position where the energy flow is maximum, conducive for spiritual knowledge, conducive for meditation, conducive for japa, conducive for swadhyaya study. Let us withdraw our mind from all that has happened in the past, keeping only the learnings with us, and we must keep scrutinizing the learnings because learnings must give us happiness. What I have learned from my experiences must keep inspiring me. Let us withdraw our mind from all future fanciful imaginations, anxieties, worries, present confusions, tensions. How to do that? We have to just instruct the mind, please withdraw. It may not listen initially, but once we keep giving instructions, it starts listening. The mind must listen to us. Listen to the instructions, what I only give to my own mind. Now let us give instruction to the mind to focus on the breath. Entire attention of the mind on the breath. How the inhalation, exhalation is happening. Just watch. The mind immediately calms down, becomes subtle, becomes sharp, becomes pure. As the breath has no form, no color, the mind also becomes colorless, formless, wordless, chatterless. With a subtle, sharp, silent mind, let us invoke God's grace and Guru Parampara's blessings, as two things are required for any success: God's grace and our efforts. Let us chant loudly with full concentration.
सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। गजाननं भूतगणातिसेवितं कवित्तजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजं। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं हरि ओम्।
Hari Om. Thank you, Lata Rajshekhar. So we are doing the 15th chapter. That is the summary of the entire Bhagavad Gita. So, though it is a summary, we are slightly doing in detail because there are 20 verses only. And suppose we have missed some of the chapters, then suppose we pay attention to this chapter, then we get the essence of the entire Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavan has started by saying in this chapter that who is a wise person? Who is a wise person? One who knows this, one who knows the tree. Which tree? The inverted Ashwatha tree, people tree. And the symbolism of this is the Jagata. So let us revise. This is very important because first thing we must learn how to deal with this world. That is point number one. What is the nature of the world? Once we know how to deal with this world. World has three things. Situations which keep coming without our invitation. Then there are objects, resources which keep coming, and people, the most difficult thing to deal with. So once we know the nature, then only we can become wise. And then the second is I must know myself. And then God. Those people who start asking about God without knowing the nature of world and nature of self, they normally get confused. So what are the interesting pointers we saw about the world? This world is changing, illusory, na rupamasyeha natopalabhyate, nanto na chadir na chasam pratishta. It has neither beginning, neither end, no substratum. So it is illusory. It is like a long dream. It is temporary. So once we know this world, we must not expect too much from this world. Okay, let us enjoy, let us see, let us, deal with it accordingly. Once we know the ice cream that it is going to melt, expecting that it will last for 20 years, 10 years, 1 day, 1 month, it is our own foolishness. Once we don't know the nature of salt, sugar, chili, we use it and we deal with it. So only once we know the nature of the world, this is very, very important, because normally our understanding before coming to Vedanta, before coming to Bhagavad Gita, that my sorrow, suffering, anger, frustration, the cause is the world. Something in the world is the cause of my trouble, either people, object, situation. Here Bhagavan is telling that is all illusory. Deal with it. As you are dealing with a movie, you deal with it. Enjoy the movie, eat popcorn and then get out. What is my samsara, what is going on in my mind? It is a journey, it is not a destination. And it is only temporary reflected happiness I get. So I must not expect permanent happiness from any person, permanent happiness from any object, permanent happiness from any situation. That's all. Some happiness is definitely there. We cannot deny that I am getting happiness from another person. I am getting happiness from, so many food stuff. Now, I'm going to say food stuff in the beginning only, because when those people who are listening to this for last 20 years, they say when 5 minutes remaining, then I start breakfast timing. So we definitely enjoy filter coffee, masala dosa, all these things, tair sadam. So definitely happiness is there, but it is reflected by me only. I only superimpose. So there is there, but we must expect only that temporary happiness. Suppose we are clearer that I have to eat the ice cream at that moment, not after it melts, not after it falls down, then I can enjoy it. Otherwise, if I do not know it, then there is a problem. So what is the learning? Very, very important. Bhagavan says that become a wise person, Vedavita. If you know this, then you become Vedavita. You know the Vedas. Not to possess anything, because nothing belongs to me. Not to hold anything, because everything is going to slip from my hand. And we must let go everything smilingly, not with a grudge, not with a regret. And Bhagavan says, if you don't learn this, then death I have planned. I have created in this system and given that project to Lord Yam. He will come and take away everything. And those people who suffer when the death comes are the people who have not practiced letting go smilingly. I can definitely graciously age. Aging is a gracious process, but I must learn how to let go. And be the guest on this planet. Always remember that I am a guest, I am not the host. What is a practice mantra? Very, very important. I must say this every day 3 times. Accept and enjoy the change, but seek the changeless. This I have to repeat. Let us enjoy the change, but internally I must seek the Purusha. Shift the attention from Ashwatha Samsara to Moolam, God. Holding the Moolam, I must deal with the world. The moment I forget the world, the moment I forget the God, then the person gets lost in the world and then suffers. The tortoise, even though it is swimming in the ocean, its attention is there on the eggs which are there on the shore. Even though the mother is cooking and is alone with a small newborn baby, 1 year old, 6 months old, whatever household job the mother is doing, a huge part of the mind is hooked on into the baby. In the same way, Ramakrishna Paramahansa says that I have to keep one part of the mind hooked on to God. The moment I forget, I will get pushed. And the best example is that if you want to experience this, you come to Ghatkopar station at 8:30 in the morning, buy a second class ticket and try to enter the train. And then buy a Kurla ticket, because Kurla is on the other side. And see what happens. And suppose you want to go to, Bombay VT, and if you don't hold on to the handle, There are handles. The handles are given for that. I will get down at Kurla, I will get down at Dadar, I will get down at Baikala, and I will have to again take another train. So that handle is God. If I don't hold on to handle or something, I have to hold on to. Otherwise, 84 lakhs lives will pass like that because I am not holding on to it. Action creates attachment. Karmanubandhini manusya loke. Very clearly. So what binds us is not other person. I only bind myself. Some people forget, no, no, no. Right now my family is binding me. If family wouldn't be there, no, I would become more spiritual. I can do more japa. No, no, no. It is my own. Who told you to get married? You go back 20, 30 years before you had a choice. Now, once you enter that and then you say, no, no, because of this family, my spiritual growth is stunted. Or I cannot do japa, I cannot do swadhyaya, I cannot do a lot of things. Otherwise, I would have become what? Karmanubandhini manusya loke. I took one decision, no, no, I have to. Everything comes with a package. Marriage comes with big package of in-laws, laws, lot of laws also. So once I get into something, then I have to follow the duties. And attachment creates sorrow, fear, delusion, not karma. This tree needs to be cut by an axe, and that axe is asanga. Asanga shastrena drudena chitva. So this I must remember. Asanga shastrena drudena chitva. The axe is detachment, non-attachment. How to do that? We discovered what is attachment. What is attachment? I plus I want. Psychological dependence. Whatever I think that without this gives me happiness, that is my psychological dependence. Because Bhagavan says that there is no happiness in this world. You are creating your own superimposition and then saying that without this, I am not happy without a job. I am not happy without a business. I am not happy without a family. You only have created. You do it for enjoyment, but get out of it. Do it for learning, but get out of it. Psychological dependence creates sorrow, fear, delusion. What are the three causes of this? I give reality to it. I assume that there is happiness in it. I assume that there is beauty in it. And the root cause is ignorance. I am not knowing that I am happiness only. Because my nature is happiness, I am seeking it outside, but I have forgotten that I am happiness. And today my statement is, I want happiness. Three types of attachment, what we saw. Mindness, that is my family, my job, my business, then myness, my body, my mind, my opinions, my ideas, my knowledge, my ignorance. And then the root cause is the I-ness. I-ness is the I notion, karta, bhokta, bhava. I am the doer, I am the enjoyer. These are the three types of attachment. So we must stop talking about our body, our ideas, our opinions, our advices, till somebody asks us. Otherwise, the attachment increases. Because constantly I'm talking about what is happening to my body, what is happening in my mind, what is happening my idea, what my opinion. What is the result? My entire life swings between sorrow and happiness, fear, anxiety, confusion. In that, as Gurudev says, in the entire plate, happiness comes as a chutney, The whole full meal is there. Chutney only we taste in between. So that happiness comes like a chutney. It's not a full meal. Chutney is equal to happiness. In between, sometimes it comes. Otherwise, the whole meal is sorrow, confusion, anger only. Axe is detachment. Sharpened by right understanding, and then vairagya, drop dependency, drop regrets, drop obsession, drop possession, and practice vow philosophy. What is vow philosophy? With or without, I am happy. With mobile phone, I am happy. Without mobile phone, happy. With my house, I am happy. Without my house, also I am happy. I can go and stay in ashram for 1 month, I will be happy. No, no, no. Then what will happen to my family? Nothing will happen. They will be happy. I am happy without job, without business. With business and job, I am happy. Then come to inner. Without body, I am happy. With body, I'm happy. Without my mind, I'm happy. With my mind, I'm happy. And without I notion, I'm happy. With I notion, I'm happy. This suppose I practice, then I will not be disturbed. I will not be sorrowful because I'm okay. And now very important question. Last time we mentioned. We have mentioned that detachment, asanga shastrena dudena chitva, must come by right understanding. But what is this right understanding? We have to now learn, which is called as Vivek. And the second is Vairagya. These are the two pillars where we take a decision. So now how to take a decision? That is a very important by right understanding. So now there are two types of Viveka, right understanding. One is Dharma Viveka, one is Brahma Viveka. Now we have to pay attention. Day to day practical. People say these scriptures are not practical. This actually is so practical because nobody teaches us how to take a decision. Logically proven. So what is Dharma Viveka? Dharma means one question comes, first of all, which is the most confusing question. What is my duty? What is my duty as a husband? What is my duty as a wife? What is my duty as a mother? What is my duty as a manager? What is my duty as an Indian citizen? What is my duty as a subordinate? What is my duty as a friend? What is my duty as a king? What is my duty as an administrator? I must know what is my duty. Who will tell us? These are the clear instructions given in our Shastra. This is how you find out what is your duty. And once I know my duty, then it comes into decision-making process. Who is a successful and happy person? The definition is that one who takes right decision at right time most of the time. We must clearly know what to eat, what to talk, what to behave, at what age, what we should do. So, 5 ways to know my duty. So, dharma can be known. Dharma vivek, we must be able to do. This is day-to-day transaction. In day-to-day transaction, I must know exactly what to do, what not to do. So, these are the pointers. First, duty. First, vivek is right and wrong. No, 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 there is nothing right and wrong, some people say. I do what I feel, that is right. What is right sometime is wrong other time. What is wrong for you, it is right for me. All these things shows ignorance of a person. There is definitely a right and definitely wrong. What to do? What is the right decision? What is my duty in that situation? This is the point where Arjun got confused. As we are doing Bhagavad Gita, here is where Bhagavad Gita starts. In Mahabharata, in Bhishma Parva. Should I fight? Should I run away? Should I give it up? I don't want any Rajya. I don't want Hastinapur. I don't want anything. I want to go and meditate. How can I kill my own people? After killing my own people, how can I rule? Such a difficult thing. At least we do not have such kind of big problem. We have small problems. But taking Arjun's example, now we will learn. So let us take first of all Arjun example. So this is a very important point. This I must write down. And before taking any major decision, I must see these 5 pointers are given. So decision making duty is defined by 5 pointers. One is what is my stage, ashrama. What is my temperament, varna. What is my role? That is defined my ashram and varna both. That is role, which is very, very important. Wife is a role. Grandmother is a role. Husband is a role. That is not me. It is only played for some time. But some people don't give up that role only. All the time a grandmother will, suppose somebody is a grandmother, the grandmother will talk like a grandmother only. Even if she goes outside with friends, they will talk grandmother type. Suppose somebody becomes wife and mother, outside also they want to advise people because they are mother, father, now the job is at, but then that is only role for some time. Only a role played for some time. I must know what is my role also. And then what is my goal? And then maximum good and universal law. This is specific dharma, this is general dharma. So dharma based on ashrama, dharma based on varna, dharma based on specific role I am doing in that situation, situational dharma, dharma role on specific good and then general goodness. So let us take example. Dharma is equal to ashram. Temperament is varna. Role is equal to ashram plus varna. Then maximum good is vishesh specific dharma and then sadharan dharma. Let us take an example of Arjun and then we have to take example. So this homework I have to do today. I must ask myself in what ashram I am. Am I in brahmacharya ashram? Am I in grihastha ashram? Am I in vanaprastha ashram? And am I in sannyas ashram? There are 4 ashrams. And how to know that? Our definition of age is given Shatayushi. First 25 years, learn. 25 years only are given for Grihasthashram. That is 50. Next 25 years, take a U-turn, retire. Then that is a point for Grihasthashram that we don't retire only. Retirement from the mind, I don't want only. I still hold on to something. Let go, let go. No, no, I don't problem. Some people say, no, no, I am retired only, but I am so involved. Little thing happens, I get disturbed. That means I am still in Grihasthashram. Nobody is asking my advice, but I want to give advice to my children, grandchildren. I am not retired. So ashrama, varna means I must check my temperament. Whether basically I am a thinker or whether I am an administrator or whether I am a wealth creator or whether I am a service provider. And then specific to that situation, what is the situation right now? And then sadharan dharma means what is the value I should follow. Let us take Arjun's case, how Krishna convinced him. And then he told, I am nashto moha, now I will do whatever you say. My moha is gone, my delusion is gone. So Arjun was a grihastha when he came in the war. Secondly, his varna was kshatriya. Third, he was the king of Hastinapur role. Then he was commander in chief in that war. And general, the king dharma is to benefit the praja. And so Lord Krishna told him, so Mr. Arjun, do your duty. What is your right duty? Get up. Don't sit down. Inspire yourself. No, no, I don't have any. I am emotionally. There is emotional turmoil, physical tiredness, intellectual confusion. That is how he said in the first chapter. Shoka samvigna manasa. That is the definition of Arjun comes, the last word of the first chapter. Motivate your army and fight because that is your dharma. That is what he told Arjun. And the same Lord Krishna told Uddhav, stop everything, give up your family and then go and meditate in Himalayas. Uddhav also was his friend. So I must ask myself, what is my age? Okay, my age is so. So I am in Grihasthashram or Vanaprasthashram. Okay, I am in Vanaprasthashram. Then what is my varna? I can check what is my temperament. Basically, I am a thinker. I like studies, or I like to do puja, or I like to serve people. Then I must do that. Or I am a wealth creator. I can administer a school or a college or house or administration. So I must do that. That is where my moksha is there. And then what is my role right now? Children are saying, grandchildren are saying, please retire. No, why you are not retiring? Please retire. We don't want. But still I want to get involved. We do not want any advice, but still advice. Now I must focus on God. I must focus on Swadhyaya. I must focus on sadhana. So what is the second? So this is about right and wrong. On that basis, I must take a decision. I must decide. That is dharma vivek. Second, dharma vivek is what is goal and what is means. This is very, very important. Sadhya and sadhana viveka. Eating food is not goal. Eating food is means. Some people say, I live to eat or I eat to live. Marriage, job, business, earning money, all these thing is means, not the goal. For some people, once the marriage happens, that is the goal only. That is only means. Means for what? Purification. Means for what? Chitta Shuddhi. Means for what? Letting go the kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mata, matsara. This is very, 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 very important. Some people ask, what is the purpose of marriage? Purpose of marriage is to purify oneself and let go Shadvikara. Purpose of doing a job is purification and letting go the Shadvikara, Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Ekagrata. If this I do not know, then before marriage, actually, I am very happy, very cheerful. My mind is very, very explorative. After marriage, the mind has become dull. The mind has become bitter than better. Because sadhya sadhana, money is a means, money is not the goal. Enjoyment is a means, enjoyment is not the goal. Food is the means, food is not the goal. Family is the means, family is not the goal. And that's the reason those people who do not, that's the reason Guruji gives two goals, goals in life and goal of life. Some people say, no, no, just do good, be good. Why do you require Vedanta? This is why we require Vedanta. Those people who do not have a goal of life, they normally get very disturbed when their goals in life are not accomplished. Suppose somebody doesn't get married, doesn't have children, is not successful. So what? They are all goals in life. Goal of life is to know our own self and permanent happiness. What is important is that whether my mind has become peaceful, whether my mind has become subtle, whether my mind has become sharp, whether my chitta shuddhi has happened in marriage. When marriage has created more problems and job has created more problems, and then at what cost I am getting involved in both. So sadhya sadhana vivek. What is the third dharma vivek? Shreyas and prayas. What is good and what is pleasant? Mobile is pleasant. I must know what is pleasant. Pleasant means temporary good, temporary happiness, but in long term it is going to trouble me. Something appears good, but in long term it is going to destroy me. It is not Shreyas. So Arjun asked many times this question to Lord Krishna. What is good for me in long term, you tell me. Where there is my well-being, Shreyas, that you tell me. He doesn't say what is pleasant. So this is a very important one. No, I do because I feel good. I talk lot because I feel good. I eat this because I feel good. I do this because I feel good. But that is prayers. It may not be Shreyas. It may not be good in long term for my spiritual growth. So one question I must ask, simple to find out this. Whether this action, whether this word, whether this thought, whether this feeling, whether this decision of mine is going to take me closer to my spiritual goal of life, then it is worth it, because goals in life must be aligned to goal of life. Very, very important. Right now, Guruji is taking tips of happy living. In that it comes. Goals in life, marriage, business, job must be aligned to spiritual growth. They should not be disaligned. Fourth, Dharma Vivek, Sukha and Dukkha, joy and sorrow. I must very clearly understand in what is my Sukha and what is my Dukkha. Very, very important. Some people don't understand this. They land into Dukkha only. I never thought this person would be giving me so much of sorrow. Initially, the person gave me some happiness, but then I didn't know that that was sorrowful. I didn't know that this position, this situation, this person was actually sorrowful, and it is troubling me. And some people, get used to it. They constantly talk about what troubles them. Then why you are getting into it? Why you are getting into that trouble knowingly? Some people find joy in cigarette, non-veg, fish, wine. Some people do not find it. So just because I feel, I do what I feel is not applicable here for spiritual student. Some people say, no, it's my decision. It's my life. I will do whatever I want. Then I suffer. I must clearly know where is my joy and where is the sorrow. The joy is inside. Bhagavan says sorrow is in the world. Amsa Amsi Vivek. Amsa Amsi means part and whole. This I have to little subtle one. I must understand the entire paradigm. We get carried away. In simple way to understand, some people say, halke kaan ka hai. These ears are very shallow. Somebody comes and tells you this person is like that. I believe it. It is only part. It is not whole. Suppose somebody says something does to you, my experience is bad with that person. I say that person is bad, but his wife says he's good, his office says he's good, his social people says good. Only your experience is bad. This is an example I am giving. Ansha Anshi Vivek. I must try to find out different sides of the story before forming an opinion. As simple as that. As Guruji says, we must have a holistic vision of life, and then I must act. I must not get carried away by what I see is true, what I hear is true. Some people just get carried away. This person is like that, that is that, but that is like that, that is like that. Strong opinions. That is only I'm looking at the part. I'm not looking at the whole. This actually comes in Vishishta Advait, part and whole. We are not going into that, but this is Dharma Vivek. In day-to-day life, I must try to tell myself that every person, every object, every situation have different sides. Try to know other side of the story before forming an opinion, before forming a judgment, before taking a decision. There is nothing absolute good, absolute bad. There are different sides to it. So there are 5 ways to decide what is right, what is wrong, and in that my kalyan will be there, my shreyas will be there if I follow this. So if somebody asks how to be successful and happy, I must give these 5 things to that particular person. This becomes a college topic. We must go and tell how to become successful and happy in life. Follow Dharma Vivek. These are all discussed detail in our Dharma Shastra, Manusmriti in detail. There are different Dharma Shastras are there. What is Brahma Vivek? That is what we are learning in Upanishad. Those who are listening Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Kshetra, Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga, Brahma Vivek. So there are 7 to 8 Brahma Vivek we must learn. First, 9 types. Nitya Anitya Vivek, that is Brahma Vivek. What is permanent and what is impermanent, I must be able to clearly know in life. If I do not know, I will suffer. I will expect permanency from impermanent thing. First gulab jam, rasgulla gives me happiness. 10th one gives me nausea. If I eat continuously. So that object cannot give me permanent happiness. No, 20 years back, you were so nice person. Now you have become like this. People say because that is going to happen, change. Second one is Drik Drishya Vivek. Who is a seer? Who is a seen? The objects are seen by the eyes. The eyes, whatever happens in the eyes is known by the mind. The mind is the seer. Whatever happens in the mind is known by the intellect. Intellect is the seer. Our thoughts I can know. So I can know my thoughts. So I am the seer. And I know I am. So there has to be another I. There are 2 eyes, not EYs. That I knows everything. Druk Drishya Vivek. This is a textbook. Panchakosha Vivek. 5 layers and self. What are the 5 layers? Body, first layer. Annamay Kosha. Second, Pranamay Kosha. Third, Manomay Kosha. Fourth, Vijnanamay Kosha. And 5th one, Anandamay Kosha. Body, breath, mind, intellect, and my Vasana. Anandamay, in that deep sleep state. But I am different than 5. I am not this. Avastha Traya Vivek. distinguishing three states of consciousness: waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. But I know that I am there in the deep sleep state. But real nature is my Turiya state, Mandukya Upanishad says. So I am different than these three states. Karya Karana Vivek, cause and effect. This I must know. I must not get carried away by effect. I must be focusing on the cause. Suppose I am angry. What is the cause of anger? What is the cause of that anger? What is the cause? I must go to the root cause. And then the work on the cause, the effect disappears. Very, very powerful ones. Always think of the cause. The world should have a cause. The world cannot just come like that. Somebody is behaving in a particular way. Please think it will have a cause. Why somebody is robbing? Because there is a cause to it. Without a cause, there cannot be an effect. One woman went to Gurudev, sitting down with 10, 15 people. She told Gurudev, I don't know, my weight is increasing, but I am not eating much. My weight is increasing, but I am not eating much. Gurudev said, look, all people, 20, 30 people, look, there is a miracle happening. Here is an effect without a cause. How can it happen? There has to be some cause to it, either some illness or some challenge. Find out the cause. Tattva Vivek, Sat Asat, existence, non-existence Vivek. I cannot know that I am not existent. Even in deep sleep, after getting up, I know that I was there. Existence is the reality. Sat, existence. The chair is, the table is. Not existence of chair. Everything is having existence. Adhyasa, Adhyaropa Vivek, superimposed and substratum. What is a substratum and what is a superimposition? The screen is the substratum. The light and sound is superimposed. In the same way, God is the substratum. The world is superimposed. Atma, Anatma, Vivek, self and non-self. Who am I? The observer cannot be the observed. The knower cannot be the known. The witnesser cannot be the witnessed. The seer cannot be the seen. The observer cannot be the observed. So, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. So, what remains is I. That is Brahma Vivek. This is where the Upanishads focus upon maximum. This is the message of Bhagavad Gita, that at least know who am I, who are you. Pancha Mahabhut Vivek, creator and creation has to be different. Who is the creator? There has to be a creator. Just iPhone comes, iPhone 15, there has to be a creator of it. That we accept. There is a robo, artificial intelligence, there has to be creator. When this world, what we are seeing, there has to be a creator of the world. Dvaita, Advaita Vivek, duality, Maya and non-duality. These are all the topics taken in the higher texts. Mahavakya Vivek, oneness of Jiva and Brahman. Jiva and Brahman are not two. Aham Brahmasmi, it is one only. Bhagavan, this seems to be very difficult. Dharma Vivek, Brahma Vivek. What will I get? If I do all these things, what will I get? If I cut the tree with this detachment. And that's the reason Vivek, Vairagya, Shadasampatti, Mumukshatva, 4 qualities are given. First itself is difficult, Vivek, to practice. Very easy to note down and understand. But to practice this all the time whenever I am living. Who am I? I must remember all the time. I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not intellect. I must remember all the time at least 2 things. That this Jagat is illusory and my real nature is happiness, Satchitananda. These 2 are very important. Distinction of these 2 is very, very important. So what will happen if I cut the tree, practice all these things and achieve the goal? What the result I will get? You are telling me, okay, let go this world. So much beauty is there in this world. I really like this world. Some suffering, some problem is there, but world is very nice. But what will I get? Tatat padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyah. Two things. After gaining Vivek and Vairagya, I will get this permanent unbroken happiness. That Purusha, which we are going to define now, Purushottama Yoga. That goal I will get, that state I will reach. From that state I cannot come back again. How to seek that? First of all, Guru Upasadanam. This is a process given. First, I must get in touch with some teacher. There has to be a teacher because I just cannot read Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad, Brahma Sutra and all these texts and read and learn. There has to be Shruti. Some teacher has to there where it first goes in the ears. And then I have to read. Then I have to write down. Then I have to do manan. Then I have to write down what doubts I have. And once I become doubtless, then I must meditate. So first, I must listen from a teacher where there is love and respect. Both. Hey, what are you going to teach me? I know many teachers. I listen to this. I listen to this. Yes, I can listen to many, but one there has to be tuning. Listening itself is very, very important. Then I must reflect whether it is logical, whether it is experiential, whether I can check whether it is true or false. I must discuss, I must clear my doubts, I must write down notes. I must actually explain every day when I listen to this lecture on Sunday. I must try to explain to at least one person whatever I have learned. And then doubts will go, and then the third is meditate and then realize. This is a process given. Tatap padam tat parimargitavyam. So marga is given and then that pada also is given. Vivek Vairagya is the path. In the world, we have to know and act. God and self, just know it. Om Brahmavid apnoti param. The knower of Brahman attains supreme. I don't have to do actions because it is my own self. Isha darshanam swatmas rupaha. Ramana Maharshi says. When I know myself, I know God. When I find God, I know myself. Both are same only. Yasmin gatana nivartanti bhuyah. Result, you will not return to shoka moha bhaya. So spirituality is for those people who are little more ambitious, who are little more intelligent, who do not want to suffer again. People say, no, I don't want to get again, I don't want to again get hurt. I don't want to get troubled again. Like Guruji is a person who has never gone to a jail. Will never say, I want to come out of the jail. So spirituality is for matured people who have seen the world, experienced the world, understood the world and intelligently analyzed the world and my own experiences. So the result is my identification with the limitations go, my limitations go away. The gain is such that it will never be lost. This is very important statement because in all other things what we do in life, family, job, business, we have to keep maintaining, otherwise it will be lost. When we earn more money, we have to maintain it, 10 lockers and then more security, otherwise it will be lost. Family, suppose we don't maintain it, it will be lost. House, if it is not maintained, it is lost. Relationship, if it is not maintained, it is lost. But this gain is such that once I gain it, it can never be lost because it is my own self. There are no three limits. This is what is the goal. If I am not attracted with the goal, my spiritual journey is only for information. I must feel that limitation from deep within that I want to get out of it. What are the three limits? Time, space, object. And what will I experience? Total freedom, infinite bliss, oneness, fulfillment of life. This is why we have taken a human birth. This is the highest. What is the purpose of life? Total fulfillment. I mean, I got some happiness from job, family, business, traveling, eating, but I am not fulfilled yet. There is still incompleteness. There is still emptiness. Still, I feel lonely. What is the example? Classic example we have been taking most of the time, a man realizing his true nature doing the role of a woman. A man who is doing a woman's role for 30 years start assuming that I am a woman only. Then he goes to Vedanta doctor and Vedanta doctor says, no, no, you are not body, mind, intellect, you are that. And the person realizes. And then he was asked, I never was a woman. I was always a man. I was assuming that I was a woman and behaving like a woman. In the same way, I was never body, mind, intellect. I am assuming that I am body, I am a mind and I am an intellect. I am always Satchidananda Swarup. One question comes that Bhagwan, why did you create all this world such beautiful and your tempting world and then putting me into that world and then drowning in that in my world? I really appreciate. First, you only create all this world and then put me in this world and then say you don't get drowned in the world, don't get lost in the world, remember me. Why do you create only? So the sadhak says, Bhagwan, I agree that you have created such infinite world. I admire your infinite capacity. I may have doubt on my own capability, but you are very powerful. But as you have created me, as you have created this world, you only lift me now because you are me only. Tameva chadyam purusham prapadya. So for this, Bhagwan, I am asking devotion, surrender. I take refuge in me, refuge in you, because without you, I cannot do this. So what is recommended here is that I must do the self-effort for Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Ekagrata. I must do self-effort for coming out of this attachment. Bhagwan says, resting I will do. So this is a verse where goal and means both are given. But then the sadhak says, Bhagwan, I do not have anything. I am a Muda. I am an ignorant person. I do not have Vivek. I do not have Vairagya. What should I do now? And this world is so powerful, you only have created. You please help me. So Bhagwan says, if you do not have Vivek Vairagya, then develop these 5 qualities. And where do you develop these 5 qualities? In your marriage, in your job, in your business, in your social life, when you are living here. Now start developing these 5 qualities and then I will come and help you. So the next verse which is going to come, it is, Guruji says it is a 5-star verse. There is a 5-star hotel. 5-star verse. 5 stars are given. 5-star verse means 5 qualities are given in that verse. And then I have to develop this in the world when I am doing my job, when I am in duty, when I am living with a family, job, business, because these qualities can be developed here and now. I cannot go and develop patience in Himalayas. I cannot come out of Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsar sitting in one cave in Himalayas. In family only I can check how easily I get disturbed, how easily I get angry, how easily I get frustrated here and now. So Bhagavan has given 5 qualities. Nirman Moha. That verse is there. So that 5 qualities we will take it next time. What is this 5-star verse? Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you very much for listening.